All right, so second parter here today, and I just wanted to touch on the why I thought that this is what happened in our family meeting today. So throughout this week, I've been working on the separation of taking on that emotional weight and solving problems. And so even just in these few days, it seems like they've really just taken on themselves, started thinking critically to understand, everyone's piece in things and how we can change that. One of the things I noticed or that I'm working toward is shifting from being a fixer to a holder of space. We've been working on this for a long time. When the kids come up and have a conversation with us, it's not always easy to do, but we've asked them, to communicate, or up to us to also communicate. Do you want me to listen, or do you need advice? And I haven't been asking that question. I've just been establishing myself as the listener and just, yes, that must be difficult, and sitting with their experience and allowing them to process it on their own, which is so counter to all of my internal things. And a lot of you have mentioned things like codependency and stuff. And 100%, so much of this is me also undoing a lot of old patterns that have been established with, my family background, the things that I've gone through, stuff like that. But seeing it work in real time is just incredible. One thing that is really sensitive in my household is interruption. And interruption, we had a conversation yesterday, is so much about trust. Trusting that the other person will sit with us and hear our whole perspective before having an objection and wanting to clarify or whatever, because then that kind of negates having that conversation with them. And so we really worked on that today, allowing someone to say their full piece, and then understanding that sometimes that objection isn't even there anymore when we understand the whole story. That helps with the defensiveness and just sitting. And then as we model that for each other, we develop more trust, and then we allow people to work on things. The other kind of tool that we all came up with together was just pausing before transitioning to a different subject so that we can finish that subject before moving on to something else, and then people aren't losing their trains of thought and that sort of thing. I think we picked that up with the Gottman Institute and some of their recommendations. But man, mine is blown today. I'm so excited to see what the future brings. Grace, my husband, mentioned, hey, can we give each other grace for the time and effort to undo these old patterns?